this would be a very controversial opinion, and I don't want to end up on someone's Twitter feed. 2024 literally was the year of our pop girlies. A lot of good pop music came out this year. In the last few years, the pop music that was coming out it was sounding a lot of the same stuff was coming out. Even though it was good, there was nothing radical happening. This year, the pop girlies just took over. So I thought, why not? Let's do just a nice 2024 music recap. Now, I have listened to so much music this year, I cannot cover all of it. Maybe I will make a part 2. So let's get into it. I have created 5 categories. Of course, it's a banger. Oh, I didn't expect it, but I enjoyed it. Alright, I can vibe. I really wanted to like it. And the last category is just why. And you will see when I get to it. Maybe I should start in the dead center of this tier list. Now, albums in these categories are mostly from artists that I've always listened to, and I was expecting a certain kind of level from them, but whatever they came out with did not blow my mind, but I listened to it. The first album is Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish. I genuinely feel some of the sound on this album is so refreshing. The guitar and Birds of a Feather. Is it a guitar? The instrumental in Birds of a Feather, some of the stuff she's doing in the album, and her general vibe throughout this album, I think it's so refreshing. I think she started a trend, I'd say, but it did not blow my mind as such. Another album on this tier is Radical Optimism by Dua Lipa. I had a lot of hopes. I liked the singles. The album was just the singles. I don't think there was anything more to the album than the singles. I do listen to it all the time still. Another is For Crying Out Loud by Phineas. Now, him being in this category does not mean the album was bad. I think that is another distinction we can make. I was not expecting the album to be as good as it was. So the fact that I'm listening to it, like even singles, so much, the album was lovely. Maybe you have not heard of this artist. It's popped in by Christian Lee Houston. Christian Lee Houston. I don't know how to say his name. Houston. Whatever. Christian Lee Houston popped in. Sounds so lovely. It's just perfectly Christian Lee Houston. Like, if you've not listened to any other music by him, just the perfect guitars, that country vibe, that indie feel that he has to his music, it's like literally what you'd expect, literally what you got. And I genuinely love his whole aesthetic of his music. So I was pretty happy with the album. I would not say it was anything surprising, shocking. It was very Christian Lee Houston. So yeah, I liked the album a lot. Next one, Clairo. Never did I ever think I'd listen to Clairo after listening to the last album, Immunity, purely because I did not like it. But I do like Juna, which is crazy. She's matured more from the last album. Next year, let's talk about second year. I am going all over the place here, just follow me. First up is Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande. I did not expect to enjoy this album as much as I have after the last album. Oh god. When I listened to it for the first time, got into the intro, and sometimes you're listening to music and you're like, okay, please be as good, please be as good. I genuinely enjoyed the album from the intro itself to the end. Singles were great. The whole album cycle, I'd say, was great. The album is amazing. If you did not listen to Ariana Eternal Sunshine just because you did not like Possessions, because I was not gonna, I think you should give it a try and you'll be pleasantly surprised. Next one is, of course, our another pop girly, Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter. I know Emails I Cannot Send was a big hit amongst everyone. It wasn't a hit for me. It had a lot of good songs, I'd say, not a lot, but like Vicious was good, and I don't know if Feather was part of that album or what. It had good songs. As an album as a whole, I did not like it. I did not enjoy the whole cycle either. I think all the songs sounded very same to me, similar to me. Like, I I could not like that is why I think in my mind a lot of the singers are mixing right now. I cannot tell them apart. But short and sweet. So good. My god, I did not expect the range from her that she has shown in this album. She's like a true pop star now. Like she has been in the game for so long. It's crazy when people say like she's a new artist. She isn't. She has been here for such a while. Now it's like truly she has found herself. Like I think it goes beyond just the album. I think her makeup, her styling, her presentation on the internet, and everything. She has grown so much. She's grown into what Sabrina Carpenter is now, and it was so evident on this album. Such a confident album, not just lyrics wise, but like the aesthetic wise, the vocals, the everything. She picked a song. She said whatever the fuck she wanted to say. She was so bold on the album. And she did not like pick a formula, like because espresso was the hit. If she wanted to, the whole album could just be espresso. It would sell, right? She did not do that though. She added songs like Good Graces, which are more poppy. She added songs where she's talking about being more vulnerable and Juno, crazy. Like the album is so bold and she's playing around with it so much. It's so great, so refreshing to hear. This review is not short and sweet. That's what I'll say. Next album, if you've been here long enough, you know about 21 Pilots. I used to do a lot of videos about them. I don't know what I was thinking, but that is how I started making videos. But my god, when I tell you, Sigh, I don't even know the full form. I don't even wanna know the full form of that album. Sigh was a disappointment, and I was so depressed after that album came out because I loved French, and I still do. I still listen to it. Sigh was such a disappointment. I was so scared for Clancy. I thought, see, there again diving into that lore stuff. I hope they don't use it. Like, all I wanted them to do is use the lore. I don't know how to say that word either. The story to supplement the music, not for the story hide bad music and like make excuses for why the music is bad. If you like the album Sigh, I'm happy for you. I cannot disagree. But Clancy was such a surprising thing. I like all the songs on the album. When the first single came out, Cop Smack, don't hesitate to overcompensate. Wow. Fake man. When Overcompensate came out, I was like, okay, maybe we are doing something here. I was still scared though. I was like, don't get too comfortable. That is basically what I was thinking. But then they came out with other songs, Backslide, and I was like, okay, this is happening. This is finally happening. They're giving us something in the realm of French again, and the whole album is great. I think if you did not listen to Clancy because you hated Psy like I did, give it a try. It's good. It's great. You love it. Yeah. Oh, next is Megan by Megan Thee Stallion. That was, oh my god, like talk about. Okay, I actually have no idea if this is an unpopular opinion, popular opinion. I loved the album. I genuinely did not expect to like the album. I'm, uh, you can tell by my list that I'm not the biggest rap fanatic. I do love Megan Thee Stallion because she's a girl's girl, but in general, I'm not a rap fan. This album was so good. Oh my god! Like she knows how to write. She knows how to respect. She knows how to write a fucking diss track. But she can also just be like, "This is me. This is my album. This is what I want to do artistically. I want to have these collabs, and I'm gonna do it. And this is my album." Megan, great. Loved it. Amazing. If this is a very unpopular opinion, I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna remove it from the video. I hope it's not though. Oh, and then MGMT Loss of Life. I love the album. I did not expect it to release this year, but yeah, I like the album. MGMT rarely goes wrong. I'd say, again, if you disagree with me, please give me more engagement by commenting on my videos. Now, the albums in this category are either from artists that I really like or like albums that have a lot of hype. And I just don't like them. First of them is Gracie Abrams. Secret of Us. I heard so much shit about this album. People were being like, this is the new pop girly. Forget Taylor Swift. Who is she? Gracie Abrams. It is if you don't like Taylor, but you want her vibe. I was so disappointed, man. I still feel sad that I just do not like the album. I think I don't know what song it is, like second or third song. I think she was just saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over. I cannot take it. Frankly, the album annoyed me. Even the Taylor Swift collab. My God. I see, literally, I do not like a single song from the album. And speaking of Taylor Swift, whatever the fuck was tortured poet department, I have no idea why she's doing this. Letting go of the music that is clearly just not coming from an actually artistic place at this point. This sticks she's doing just to stay in charts. I personally don't like it. I just don't, and I want so much better for her and want so much better from her because I love her. But I feel like she has so much range and she has so much freedom to do whatever the fuck she wants. Maybe that's why she's doing this. She's like, I don't want to make anything else. This is the kind of music that I want to make. Happy for her, good for her. I did not like it. I could not like it. Every single song sounded the same. The lyrics were trashy, and the re-releases have been so cringe also. Like, I'm so happy for her to have the rights to her album again. 1989 just does not sound good. It just does not. Like, listen to songs from the original 1989 versus the new 1989 side by side. I cannot pick listening to the re-release songs in my good conscience. It just does not sound good. I'm being so mean. And why am I being so mean? Like, I guess maybe it's because I really wanted to like these albums. Next one is Bring Me the Horizon. I am so done with my all rock, whatever rock bands. I have left all hope. This album was bad, and I had a lot of hopes. I really wanted this album to be good because post-human survival horror was so good. So good. Oh my god. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna listen to it right after I finish recording this video. Post-human next gen, no words, hated it. I don't know why they're doing it. I think the genre as a whole is in this weird box right now that bands are just not able to make it out of. Like, they they were sounding like against the current. Nothing against the current. I love them. Um, but they are just not what I expect from Bring Me the Horizon. So now let's move up. One of these albums did not come out in 2024, but I'm still counting it because it might as well have. Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess by the Queen, Chapel Roan. Just the popularity of the album speaks for itself. And she's truly an example of, right, like, it takes 10 years to get successful overnight. That is something Ed Sheeran has said so many times. Like, people are like, oh, you just became popular so quickly. No, he was releasing music for a long time and no one was listening. That is kind of what happened with Chapel Roan, and it's not out of nowhere. She's a great vocalist, great lyricist. The production is amazing. The whole album is amazing. I love the album. All the songs are amazing. I think I do have some skips, but I'm not gonna say it. But yeah, the album is amazing and it's an obvious banger. Next obvious banger is Brad. Of course, it's Brad by Charli XCX. The last album was Crash. Crash had good singles. Did not like the album as a whole. I love her album Charli. I still listen to it. Like, I have some albums that I listen to every single week, which came out a while ago. And here's a list of that. This is just bonus. This is a bonus. Melodrama by Lord, Nectar by Joji, and Charli by Charli XCX. These albums I listen to at least once a week till now, like every single week, because I love these albums. I love a lot of her work in between also, from like Charli to Brat. But Crash was a disappointment. It was, I'd say, rather a crash. But Brat, from one Dutch I knew like this album is crazy, and it was, and it is. We're here and love it. Every single song is amazing. The remixes are amazing. The Billie Eilish remix, such a good album. Not gonna get off my replay list for next year to come. The next obvious banger, which I did not even know existed until recent when I heard it on someone's Instagram story. Imaginal Disc by Magdalena Bay. Magdalena Bay. I hope that is how you say it. It's gonna be crazy when the video is done. When I put it out and everyone else like, no, you're just saying all the words wrong. Just learn how to speak or something. The sound is so refreshing, man. Like, it's just so good to hear such albums where the production is so interesting. Yeah, just everything on the album is amazing. I think I've been speaking for so long, I just do not have any words left to say. And yeah, and that leaves us with just one album to talk about, and it's 143 by Katy Perry. Just why. So yeah, that was my tier list. I hope this video was even remotely enjoyable for you to watch. I just wanted to talk about music, just to get back into talking about music on this channel. So yeah, maybe I'll do a part 2 because a lot of the albums were not on this list. So if there is an album that came out this year and you like, let me know. Maybe I'll give it a listen and we can have a part 2 of this list. But yeah, that is all. And I hope you're doing well.